Camera rolling. Okay, and sync. And sync.
And sync.
Okay. Should we just go for it?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, am I the only one in a suit?
Welcome back to The Basement with me, Joe Murphy, Pat Barwick,
Hi.
Jimmy Ormrod,
James.
David Rees. It's been a while. It's been 6 months, half a year since the last episode.
Yeah,
long
Too
time.
long.
Very long.
Some people may say not long enough. We've had a total of 4 people requesting that we come back, so by popular demand.
Huge demand.
Yeah.
We're still on Spotify and iTunes, I think. I'll have to double check that, it's been a while. I
He's
have
only
to see what the
listening
RSS feed is. So if you don't like looking at us, you can do that if you wish. You could describe being back in 4 words.
Back in 4 words.
That's what you just said.
Alright, just bouncing off each other. It's like we've never gone, the energy's still there.
I missed it, to be honest. I missed it a weekly podcast.
Yeah, it's
That wasn't
genuinely,
weekly.
it's fun. I have fun doing it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Pat said he was listening back to some old episodes and he couldn't understand what he was saying.
What
What
you were
I
saying.
was
He
saying.
struggles to understand his own
Yeah,
voice.
my voice is sometimes very hard to
Boring.
hear. Well, not quite the word I was
I
going
was
for
going to
that,
say
Dave.
as well, one of the main reasons we haven't recorded one for a while is because they're expensive to do. And I was like, well, we could open a Patreon and have people put...
Yeah.
But then I realised, firstly, no one gives a shit enough for us to do that.
Not even
I
us.
would
And
not pay for
I was like, for a little extra, we could stick on like extra footage that we don't use, but I'd realise it'd be like half an hour of Pat talking about castles and volcanoes.
That's probably very interesting.
And then it would be like whatever future career you have, you owe, because the amount of shit I cut out of Dave for him, people they go, oh, you really talk about anything on these podcasts, don't you? And it's like, from the stuff I cut out, I've salvaged whatever future fucking career you're gonna have.
Are you going to do like an accent then or something?
Yeah, what adjustments are you gonna make to your voice?
I think I need to like have
Should we
that sort
subtitle him?
I need to get that sort of classic BBC voice sorted.
Yeah, that's the one this podcast needs.
Yeah. Like
What bias to the Conservatives?
Big up.
Political satire.
So what's everyone been up to in the few weeks we've had?
Uh,
Few months.
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh,
It's what you've
yeah.
done over summer. We've been
Yeah.
talking about that for like the last 3 episodes.
Yeah.
How did that go? James, can you just do a breakdown of... So I was there the morning before he went to Edinburgh. Can you
Right.
explain how long he had to prepare, the amount of minutes he had left, and what he was doing?
So you had since about February or something. That was when they first found out he was going to Edinburgh. So he had a lot of time to practice. The actual gig wasn't till 1st of August, was it?
No.
No. When did you get your first 2 minutes?
Uh,
Was it the day before the 1st
day
of August?
before we went. The day before we went. Yeah.
Can I just say, you had 3 minutes prepared, and 2 of which was just you dancing.
Dancing.
You thought that was
Two of
sorted.
it.
Just the tequila
Just,
song.
yeah.
In fact, if you send me some footage, I'll play that.
Yeah,
Like,
nice.
now.
Give it up for Mr. Dave Rees! Picture the scene. It's mid-August 2018 and its weather is a belter. There I am on my way down to meet the boys for a good old Nelson when I stumble across what can only be described as a woman about to jump off a bridge. So there I am shouting out, "Oi, love, don't jump!" And out of the shadows of fucking nowhere, some chubby comes sprinting past and pulls her down. No thanks to my fucking warning. So there I am, strolling past like the fucking champ I am, knowing full well I'm going to be getting myself a tequila. Oh shit! Horse burst through the door, walking up to the bar like the fucking hero I am. And there are the lads waiting, ordering shots of you know fucking what. So we're rinsing them down like it's Niagara fucking Falls, and it's hitting us fucking hard. Absolutely flat-o fucked. So there we are, And it's about time that I start telling everyone how much of a fucking hero I am, so that they can all round up and buy me a fucking drink of, you've guessed it, tequila. Right. Do you know what? Fuck the character, fuck the story, I'm getting tequila. Look. Bollocks, you probably don't even have a third. Well, that went a lot better in practice. Hello everyone, I'm David. As you can tell from the accent, I'm not from here, from Kent, born and bred, sorry.
Nice.
A good few minutes.
All right. Hey.
I like that. It's pretty rock and roll.
Yeah,
Turn up, do it, and leave.
Yeah,
Go prepared.
No, smashed it. Loved it. It was brilliant. Oh, it was so funny.
I
The whole family
came.
came with him.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Oh
like
my god,
load.
mate, I would hate that.
No,
Honestly.
it's a different thing. Where he's from, the whole family's like
Everyone
a family.
comes,
Like probably
everyone
Gavin and
comes.
Stacey.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Brilliant. Everyone had my face on their tops, walking around. So that's me. I will sign tops
Did you experience
later.
any hecklers?
No, I didn't. No.
Were there any hecklers?
Well, maybe, but I couldn't hear them, so didn't really care.
Oh,
Shout and stuff.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah. I had to change the setup a bit though, didn't I, towards the end?
How so?
Yeah.
because no one was laughing.
Yeah, no.
I need to change things up here a little bit.
We thought we could do something better. Well, James come up, he was like, you can do something
Oh yeah,
better.
James is a tiny bit of a ghostwriter. isn't
Yeah.
he?
He's like, you can do something better there. So we done something better with it, didn't we?
I just thought about,
Exactly.
5 a.m. in Edinburgh.
To be fair, he said before we went, you should write this before you go. You should do this idea.
You know what would be a
before
good
you
idea, Dave, if you wrote it before you got
go.
on
Well,
stage.
yeah.
You did a tiny bit
Just
of
a bit
preparation.
before. Just a bit before.
Well, we've
yeah.
done improv, haven't we? You reckon?
Exactly. I'll be all right.
I don't know if it's like just like arrogance or like just the confidence you have. Just the fact that he was sat playing Halo the morning before he went to Edinburgh with 3 or 5 minutes prepared. He was like, "Oh, just do it," in a bit. Just couldn't give a shit.
It's just what gets him going. To it.
Yeah. I don't have a motivation. The only time I ever get motivation.
Job interview.
Well, I'm Dave. I don't have the motivation.
If I don't have the motivation, I'll just be like, right, I'll get the motivation the day before I have to do it. Because if I don't do it, I look like a right prick.
You know when sometimes people are really successful in their careers and they come back and do talks to their university.
Yeah.
I do not have the motivation, so I got the motivation.
We got smashed, didn't we?
When in Edinburgh.
It was.
No.
Goes in Edinburgh.
It's a really good thing, the Fringe.
Honestly.
It's just a whole little city.
Oh, we'll pause for a second.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
Someone's not being invited again.
Phones on silence, please.
Oh, that was Sven. If anyone, he's doing the mics and the.
oh.
Was that a person that just picked up?
You're taking Pat's bit off
Mate,
him.
turn it off! Don't actually listen to what the headlines are.
Well, hold on a second.
Give us
What's
a sec,
going
guys.
on?
I'm a bit. Go on, Dave. You had a question prepared.
Yeah. What are some topics you want to bring to the table?
Why,
Anything.
did everyone have a nice holiday?
6 months you had, and you've come up with everyone have a nice holiday.
What's everyone's favourite story?
Are you joking? Are these the one you've had prepared? Because they seem pretty fucking poorly improvised, Dave.
No, I've got.
6 months does everyone have a story to tell? 6
Do you have
months.
a segment, Dave? Yeah. Do you guys have a story that you'd like to tell? Do you
What?
genuinely
Barrel
have
there.
nothing prepared?
Do you have nothing prepared?
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay,
Well, let's delve into them, please.
Sorry for doubting you, Dave. Just tell us what it is.
Would you rather be able to speak to an animal
I've had this.
or what was the other one?
Oh, well, John, it's your question. What are you on about?
I can hear it. I can hear the head ticking away.
It's just a voice that says, it's 3 Daves going, oh, I thought you had something. I thought you had something. Well, should we say something?
I'll
start
should we just sit there and hope they move on?
Just play it cool.
Are you sure Edinburgh went that well? You tune out.
Right, you know, for weeks before this podcast where I've gone, have you got something?
Sorry.
And you've just gone, yeah.
I did. I just forgot it.
Oh, okay. Well, you know it happens to the best of us.
Forgot to write it
In this
down.
instance, it hasn't.
Right, well, every time we play football, every time the conversation goes quiet, this will be like, I don't know, it'll be like December or so. So it's obviously dark, it's cold or something. And Dave will sit there and go, it's weird weather for December, this. When it's just the most normal weather going. Well, to be fair, Pat, what's your news headlines for the week?
Well, I mean,
Well, hold on. Can we just address first now that
Why are you in a
what are
suit?
you in a suit for, you nerd?
Well, I want to go for, when I was saying before about my BBC voice, I need to present that image of it as well. I need to really put myself forward as a professional working man within this podcast. And I feel, because I'm running the news and current affairs section as well, I think if I dress a bit more formally, it would sort of give off a better impression.
What about the other sections? What are you waiting for those?
You're gonna
I'll do a quick change there. Yeah.
Different hat.
act.
Different hat, yeah.
Yeah.
We're all
I could do a
grown
quick-
men now. As of tomorrow, on the day of recording, I'll be 21. Does that make us all 21 around this
Oh,
table?
no, he's
21?
still 20.
Speak for yourselves,
Oh, you
lads.
really? What's the big deal about 21? Because I didn't realise that there was a big deal
Because
until...
you can rent cars. You can rent cars.
What? What are you saying? Rank?
You can buy knives.
What?
at
What do you mean? You
21.
could... Oh, it's a knives
Can't,
and
no, you
rent-
can't buy knives at 21 until you're 21.
Why are you excited to turn 21, Dave? I can finally buy a
Buy a
knife and
knife.
rent a car.
No, it's just you can't do that when you're 18. Just all the stuff you can't do.
To be
when
fair,
you're
in
18.
France, the big one's 20. It's not 21.
And that's when you're a man officially, isn't it? 21.
I didn't
That's
even
what they
notice
say,
any
isn't it?
difference, really. Just
I felt a lot more responsibility.
Did you?
Oh,
You're
did
wearing
you
a
now?
fleece?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Fucking hell, man. I hate the fleece.
It's not actually
With a
mine, so
passion. Tough day herding
You've
sheep.
seen the
it's
ring.
inappropriate.
You've seen the ring. Oh, he ain't
You
got the
wearing a
ring
ring?
on. No.
that's
Oh,
embarrassing.
embarrassing, mate.
He's been
What
wearing a
ring?
ring.
There actually isn't a ring.
He's been wearing a ring, and I was like, oh, you're going to wear that?
so the one that's
gonna wear that
slightly
out.
too
Are you telling me
big.
James Ghost wrote your stuff?
Go.
A little bit of improv on stage.
I said to them, I've always had these rings
The ring and the fleece is a bold fashion combination.
that I'm not wearing. I'm not wearing a ring. You're
You're wearing the fleece though, aren't you?
I'm wearing a fleece and I stand by the fleece.
We're in a new setup, by the way.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
didn't even
think we
address that.
addressed that. A new basement, new house. James is in a much nicer area of Salford.
If that's possible.
Come see, come
I
start.
fucking hate it here. I feel genuinely unsafe.
Oh no, it's all right.
Salford's
No, I
all
promise
right,
you.
Salford's
It's
all
it's just there is a lot of gangs, but you don't see them.
Pat said he was at the corner shop and he saw a woman talking to a dog going, hurry the fuck up
Yeah.
to a dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
you met Janet.
How is she, the old girl? The old bat.
No, Salford's all right. To be fair, it's just. No, to be fair, we haven't had any problems. It's just got a bad rep and everyone looks unhappy.
You all made a big deal. You went abroad. Can we explain for his 21st what did Pat do?
Easily
did he go,
the best 21st.
Went away with friends to Ibiza maybe, or was
Not
he
quite.
alone in Chernobyl?
Tell
Due
us
to
how it
what?
His
happened.
21st, he got cancer.
Happy birthday.
In the hospital ward.
Oh, that's
It was
fun.
worth it.
So I was a bit of a fool and I hastily booked this
Wait, is it
holiday.
misty? I imagine it being misty.
It was
That's your
actually-
question about Chernobyl. Was it me? Oh,
Can you see the radiation?
Just
The weather was
Every
actually
season.
quiet. It was just a little bit more chilly than
Was
here,
it?
really. No radioactive clouds.
Nothing.
that's boring then.
What was the coolest thing you saw?
you made some friends, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, there's some other
They
English
didn't-
people there.
Posing in Chernobyl by abandoned buildings
Yeah.
on his Instagram.
I say the coolest thing I saw there
Be
was
careful.
the radioactive dogs were quite cool.
radioactive
running around?
dogs? They got 3 eyes or something. What's
No, they're just normal dogs, but
Yeah,
like,
Cyclops
they've just lived
dog.
in
That's one
like,
eye.
the exclusion zone all their lives, and they're all just like.
Do they last
radioactive.
long?
That
I
was
don't
the
think they
coolest
do,
thing
no.
about your 21st.
Well, no, I
I
wasn't.
saw some dogs that were dying of a terminal
I saw
illness.
some homeless
I
dogs.
wasn't actually in Chernobyl when I turned 21. I was in Kiev, which is Ukraine's capital. I was on the top of a shopping centre.
Oh, that's what I was told. Sorry.
One
Pat.
second, guys. Yes.
Yeah, I was on the top of the shopping centre, and there was these loads of like Ukrainian like people drinking their vodka, and I had like,
And Ukraine?
Yeah.
What they do? Why don't they go back to where they came
I
from?
did, Pat. I'm not gonna lie. It was a cool picture, but I just saw the post on your 21st of you alone with a pint, and it was a big paragraph that was basically like, "Yes, I'm fine that I'm in Russia. I'm very happy that I'm here on my 21st."
I'm actually glad I didn't invite anyone.
Yeah, I had quite a few beers by then, so I was
Why
feeling...
didn't you invite that?
Getting
one?
drunk alone.
Who would
the
want to
dream.
go to Chernobyl
What
with
I
me?
find the weirdest part is you booked it, and then you said afterwards you didn't remember that was your birthday. How do you not know when your birthday is on a year?
No. I booked it, but I didn't think at the time that my birthday would be then. Only after I booked it, I was like, shit, that's when my
It's
birthday
my
is.
birthday.
Yeah, that's what I said. You didn't remember that was your birthday.
I can see how you forgot your birthday, Pat.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm like that with Easter.
Okay.
No, Easter doesn't have an
Easter
actual date.
just confuses the head. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it doesn't. I find that quite weird
They-
personally.
I'm
They
like, is
changed
it
the
Easter
date
this
each
week?
year.
Is it Easter this week?
It's not a specific
not,
date.
yeah,
for
not
Easter.
for a while yet.
We'll
Dave.
find out when Hop's on TV or something. I don't know. Some
Who's Hop?
Easter film, innit?
I really like the idea.
Sorry, Easter film, Easter movies.
It's got
Easter
fucking
films.
Easter bunnies.
Yeah.
Hops and the rabbit.
Hop is in the rabbit.
Or Peter Rabbit.
Sergeant Hops.
I don't know any rabbit-based movies.
What is
But
Easter?
I like the idea that the biggest issue in Dave's life is that he wakes up and goes, "Is it Easter this week?"
Oh, that's alright.
What was Chernobyl like in general?
It was surprisingly unabandoned actually, because
Would you
there's
take
so
your
many
family
tourists there now.
They
There
live
were
there?
families there, like
Can you live there yet?
people do work. You can't live there,
It's
but people
cheap.
do work there.
Right.
Some
Where are you
people
going,
live there,
Chernobyl?
but basically
Where are you going?
the work-
Chernobyl.
the workers there, they work
Oh,
16
we're going
days.
to Chernobyl. No, sorry, where? Oh, sorry, Chernobyl. Whereas just we were doing a
Chernobyl,
little
we
bit.
sound
And we
like-
were like,
I forget it's a podcast. That's a rule.
Don't worry. Nick, you two have your conversation. We'll be all right.
Just let the audience choose which one
Yeah,
they
yeah.
want.
your
Press the
very
red button.
poignant thought that you took away from Chernobyl. You went, and a dramatic thought popped into your head. Your takeaway from the experience.
How would you sum up your Chernobyl experience?
Scary.
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 The abandoned children's nursery and stuff like that was really spooky to me.
What are you doing at children's nursery, you weirdo? Wee! Abandoned or not, pal, that's weird. Now, we've been, to be fair, for
You
my...
went to Amsterdam.
Yeah, for my
did,
21st,
we did.
I went straight... I shared a car from from France to Amsterdam. And then
With what do you mean?
yeah, so so my mum basically, because there's riots going on in France, trains weren't available, so my mum decided to give me a car share sort of thing. So I shared a car with 3 other French people for 5 hours.
What was it like sharing a car with strangers? For like a car is a very like odd environment.
It was a weird one. Like, obviously we spoke fine and stuff. It's just it is a bit awkward. Like there's a few times where I'd say things and they wouldn't understand me.
I was
And
testing
I'd-
a lot of my material. They just weren't. They looked like they were trying to open the door. It was weird.
it was just a bit.
You seen Pity Last? It's out now.
I never even found out the woman in the front's name. Just never. The woman next to me was called Ode, and the guy who was taking me was called Prosper. And I never found out the other name.
Do you actually speak French, or do you just think you speak French? I can't imagine that you don't.
You
actually
you're half
know.
French. You got a D
Just
in
having a-
French, and they just weren't responding.
But I feel you just in your head think you can speak French, but you just actually can't.
I just construct the whole
Yeah.
world.
Oh, great.
So,
You got recognised in Amsterdam.
We
didn't
did.
you?
It is very strange,
We
very
did.
strange. Just okay. We basically one of
From
the things
what?
we did
From Steven's video.
Stevens,
and
yeah.
one of the things we did was we went on a barge ride round on New Year's Day.
Epic.
It was
Fucking
quite.
barge.
It's a city built around canals. Obviously, barges are going to be prominent, and we did it.
Unlimited drinks for an hour and a half. Beautiful.
So I got a bit aggressive there. Don't talk about the barge system.
fuck it?
And so we did that, and then as we got off, some guy went, "Hey, you were that really cool guy from the Stephen Chow."
You're really cool, girl.
No, me.
Then apparently James got recognised, and Dave went, "Yeah, and I'm also in those videos."
Oh, so you might recognise me as well.
Edinburgh Fringe.
I was getting a hug with the guy, and Dave went, "Wait."
Do you recognise this face?
Your parents were on Bargain Hunt.
My parents were on
How's
bargain.
the
Hunt.
episode aired yet?
No, it's airing in March, and there's a party. You're all welcome. So
Oh, I'd love
I
to come
can't-
to that party.
I can't
you're welcome
wait.
if you want as well.
Where is the party?
Why
It'll
did
be
they get
in my
involved
house.
with Bargain Hunt?
Right,
How-
so basically, the backstory is my dad has been an obsessive over Bargain Hunt for years. You'll probably know that. Every time we went home, it's
in
on the
fact,
alternate.
he does rewatches.
He's watched them all.
does.
Like, I kid you not, so he knows what he's on about. And before they left, I said, remember, know what you're going to buy. And he went, yeah, I think I will. They came back, the first day said, yeah, we just went with our heart. Well, how'd you do? You can't have done that badly. Yeah, we lost on every item. You lost on every item?
Yeah.
Well, at least the other team didn't get the golden gavel. That would be embarrassing. Yeah, the other team got the
golden.
golden gavel.
Sounds like a horrific sex toy.
So, you know the thing they smack? That's the gavel. And if you make profit on every item, the hammer. And if you make profit on every item, you get the golden gavel, which is like the
Stop saying that,
the
mate.
golden
There's a
gavel.
way to clear women away in like two words.
Do you want to see my golden gavel?
My golden gavel.
But it's like the Supreme. You don't get it, and the other team actually won it. And my dad's a super fan, so.
How did they get involved? Why? Just because he was a massive.
Well, I tried applying him for it a few years ago, and it's like a 5-hour like process. So I was like, I gave up. But my mum did it, so. Yeah, they got on. They did an audition tape.
Sorry,
they had to go auditions. Yeah, there's several.
So you have to audition for bargain.
I kid you not.
You just don't have the energy we're looking for.
You've got to send in.
for weirdos.
You're too fun.
Imagine being rejected from fucking.
No, there is.
Bargain
They've got a
Hunt.
story.
You're just
So
not.
You have to do a videotape audition, and then after that you get narrowed down. So my mum and dad said there were about 80 couples and stuff, and apparently one of the couples didn't get. One of the couples didn't get on. Apparently wrote an angry letter. I'll never be watching Bargain Hunt again. We were perfect for this position. Mad.
For this position.
But yeah, they got on and they lost on every item, and I cannot wait for it to come out.
What are we talking about again?
Back in full flow.
Okay.
All on point.
Antique Russia.
I think now's the time for the show where we bring in my news and current affairs section.
I've got a little section like that. It's James's
Well, no,
news
I'm
and
gonna,
current
I
affairs
always
section.
do the current affairs and news
Okay, well
section.
you say your first story.
Well, I imagine we've probably got a few of the same stories.
Yeah,
but I was
I
also
imagine
thinking maybe we could have a little, like, not a theme
Oh, this is
tune.
embarrassing, guys, but I have something called Joe's current affairs and a news
Well,
section.
hold on, what's your story?
Yeah, well, first, before I start, I was thinking maybe not a theme tune, but some sort of little thing.
Can we
just
keep
to,
all this
like,
bit?
have my, when my news and current affairs section starts, like, something like, bum, 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 and then, like, a bit along the bottom, like,
Use
news
that.
and
Pat,
current
go on.
affairs. But anyway, yeah, you know the
Yeah, go on, Pat. Just leave a second silence and then get into it.
Okay. Bum, bum, bum. And then, like, a bit along the bottom, like, right.
Go on then, what is it?
Was it long enough?
One point I'm going to make is the fact that people seem more bothered about Prince Harry than they do about Prince Andrew being a massive
That is a
mega
weird-
Massive mega nonce. That's what, on the BBC interview. Prince Andrew, massive mega nonce.
Who's worse, Prince Harry or Prince Harry?
Well, I reckon
Let the audience decide.
do a poll.
Andrew.
Why would you partake? Obviously.
No, but I reckon it's Andrew to be honest.
Andrew.
I don't know, Andrew's sort of winning it for me. Have you tell you what? Something's quite interesting. Did you know this? Because I only found this out yesterday. Prince Harry is not actually the
He's
real
in the royal
son.
family.
No, he's not actually the real son of Prince Charles.
Oh no, because Charles.
It's a conspiracy.
Yeah,
That Princess
be a
Diana
puppet.
cheated. If you look at the person who Princess Diana was with, looks a lot more like Harry. It's a
Conspiracy theory, mate.
Have you seen the picture? Joe, you can put some pictures on, can't you?
Of what?
Of Princess Diana's secret
Are you
boyfriend.
dying?
You're brain aneurysm.
What?
Why are you talking so slowly?
You're like an old, sometimes when you like talking to like your grandparents and they're just sort of saying whatever. That's such a stream of consciousness from you.
I know that the guy who Diana was with looks like Prince Harry. That's why he's Prince Harry's dad.
Yeah.
It's-
That's the point I was making.
Yeah, but you just repeated the point out.
No, I explained it a bit more because you didn't really.
A lot of
tell
people think the
viewers.
fact that is it Harry and Meghan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that they've
Glad to know you're up to date. Is it the Queen?
Harry and Meghan have because they've like what have they? They've retired. They've stepped down.
They've stepped down from
Traitors.
royalty, yeah.
Stepped down. For real.
Send them a video clip on Facebook. Traitors.
Have you seen a lot of people are freaking out because Harry stepped down and he's gone, I don't want the same thing to happen to my kids that happened to me, and lots of people have gone, that's confirmed, Diana was murdered. It's
Yeah,
like,
I think-
no,
just
I think
confirm
he's
it.
more talking about the media
Yeah,
attention.
yeah.
He's
The fact
definitely
that he
talking
was
about
fucking marched down in front of millions in front of his mother's corpse being taken down
No,
the street.
no, but he didn't know it was a murder, did he?
I don't reckon it is a murder.
It's not a murder.
Definitely
What,
not a
Diana?
murder.
Oh, sure, that's definitely.
Nah, mate.
No.
You're thick as shit.
You're just trying to protect yourself.
So
in
what
case
is the
government-
conspiracy theory about Diana?
So, but the conspiracy theory is that she was obviously quite rebellious to the establishment and set out the wrong image. Not happy about that. So they went and killed her. But then
How?
Well, a car crash.
How? What do you
Oh,
mean, how-
okay.
how-
All details needed.
how
So what
did
says
they
in
crash?
the-
I wasn't
in
part of it.
court-
Don't
in the
hold me,
inqui-
uncle.
In the inquiry, how'd you do it? Well, a car crash, obviously.
No, but
God, something like a car crash couldn't happen by accident, surely.
yeah, but come on. It's a bit.
You know what, James? You've won me over.
You've
Well,
charmed me.
thank you.
You know the fact that in the Prince Andrew interview,
Yeah.
so his main excuse
It's
was,
easily
like,
one of the
sweating
worst TV
profusely.
interviews.
Do you think there was any prep, or for a moment in his head he was like, maybe I shouldn't say that can't be true because I don't sweat.
He done a me.
Yeah.
Went on 2 minutes beforehand. So what do I say? What do I say?
It's a bit of a. I reckon I can take the TV. Are you sure? It's not going to
Yeah.
go wrong. No, I reckon I've got this. He just gets on TV.
I feel like everyone probably said to him, "Don't do it," and he's like, "No, it'll be fine."
I'm going to do it. It'll blow over.
Do you want to do any practice questions? So no, on the fly.
Fractured my
You're in a
finger the
seat.
other day.
Oh, yeah, Dave fractured his finger.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean
you
to
should
touch
mention
it.
this before we started recording.
Yeah, fractured my finger. Little pinky.
Is that it?
Yeah.
No, so basically, we were playing football, and Dave usually plays in net, and the ball was kicked really hard at him. It was really hard.
It was really hard, wasn't it?
And the ball smacked his finger, and it came out.
I saved it like that, put my hand out, instead of like
Jesus.
that. Yeah, I was like, "Ugh."
I turned around, and Dave
This
turned
bit
around
was up there.
and his finger all bent. I was like, I'm not even looking at that.
I was going, someone sort that out, I can't look.
And then, no, but
horrible.
didn't you?
Yeah,
dis-
someone said massage it. Our mate Sam, right?
Massage
He said
it.
massage it. He kept going, go like that, stroke it up and down.
Could someone get that fucking weird, creepy guy off? The guy that's stroking his finger.
He said massage
And
it
he's
like
groaning
No,
to
but
himself.
Hear this. Right, come on, no, finish
that.
the
So I
story.
was massaging it, and as I was massaging it,
Mike,
I pulled it too hard down.
So I pulled.
I pulled it too hard down.
Ooh, I heard
He
that. does.
dislocated
I
his
dislocated it again, man.
Whilst massaging it better.
Oh, shit.
You wanted to go in medicine before comedy, didn't you?
Yeah. I know my stuff.
Do you reckon your army training would have helped you in that situation?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, I only found out the other week, Pat is in the army.
Reserve.
You're in
The army reserves.
So are you.
So
Yeah,
are you.
I'm
the
in
French
the reserves.
army, which
I'm
actually
in the
means
French reserves.
if the French get called into any war, you're going.
My barracks in Montpellier. Yeah, gotta go if I need to.
Well, have you ever been yet, though?
What, to France? Yeah.
No, to the barracks, James.
No, I haven't been anywhere. No, I missed a few training days actually in London.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
I'm not gonna go speak to a lot of bellends.
Wouldn't you just get a couple just so we go at the guns?
Oh, you
and
can have a
stuff?
bit more respect for the French military, please, James.
No, not the French military. Just the people who are gonna. They're gonna go and practice to do guns and stuff and stuff down in
To
London.
do guns.
Yeah, to like
To do
build
guns.
guns.
I see you
Jesus.
attended the meeting. You're up to date with all your knowledge. Is this why I come to do the guns?
Learning outcomes at first, do guns.
You what was your army training like? He gets paid to just.
I know you tell me that as well.
Could you? Which I found incredibly funny. He goes, "Yeah, I get paid to watch the base."
No, you sit in a thing and wait for the phone to ring when someone comes in the gate and you just press that. Open
Do you answer it? Hello, Prime Minister. Oh, hello.
Every time it's like this could be this.
Hello,
time.
Mr. President. Oh, hi, Barry.
You ever been paintballing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Love that.
I've been paintballing, you guys.
Yeah.
A few times.
Didn't you? What, Ali? Tell us about your little paintball
Oh, mate, this is
experience.
embarrassing.
What, my
this.
paintball and
Oh,
birthday
yeah,
thing?
no, you definitely could not be in the army, mate. Literally, he got hit by one paintball, and he went.
No,
home
no,
and
no,
was
I
like,
didn't-
"Oh,
I didn't
I'm
get
going
hit."
Black. He fainted.
I didn't
Yeah,
actually
I've heard
faint.
this story.
Right, so for anyone who doesn't know, literally everyone.
Yeah, you
So if anyone
literally
wasn't at
told
my
everyone.
birthday party, basically it was paintball and it was January. It was cold. My mum had dropped us all off,
It was
and
cold, guys.
we
it
got
was cold.
there and
He
she
sent it up to save face on this story. My mum dropped me off.
and we'd got there and we'd go and shoot. And then after the first match or something, everything just went black for me. Like I could not see.
You know, Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
I want to refilm that, but with James doing paintball. Hit by one pellet, and he's just looking around.
I had to be taken by like security had to take me and stuff. So I was sitting in the. It wasn't, but it was just dragging me and I couldn't.
Come
see.
on, mate. Come on. You went blind.
Yeah, I honestly, it was lack of sugar or something. So I had to call my mum, and she just ran a bath, so she was annoyed at me. So she comes and gets me.
They had a bath ready just in case they knew.
So she comes and gets me. And then we go back home. But then by the time we're back home, we realise that you guys have already ran out of bullets and don't have time to play on again. So you're just
Yeah,
sat
I
there.
was just being fucking shot at by those cunts that bring like semi-automatics with them just to do it every Tuesday, and then marriages fall apart.
So then we had to come back, and by that time, my eyesight had returned because I had like 2 chocolate
Oh, had it? Oh,
bars.
His health had returned.
he bites into a crudgy. My eyesight has returned.
So we
I
come
am
and
one
pick-
again. I am one.
We have come and pick them up from my own birthday. Did you have a good time? Yeah, it was a bit difficult.
I saw him leaving, right? Just imagine through the car window, I saw the car pulling away and him like this. I see it straight away, just pale like.
A war hero turning from battle.
Oh, mate.
It's been a tough one today,
Apart
lads.
from a salute as he goes down.
Our fallen hero.
Lying in the seat. That was a good birthday though.
Go on, what's up next on the current affairs?
Well, the big one, Trump diddling around in the Middle East.
Diddling.
Diddling around.
Yeah.
Headline.
Oh, you better not be diddling.
I mean, what are we saying? I mean, that's a bit crazy. That week was.
No, it's a bad idea. Bad move. Not very sensible.
That was our chief correspondent in the Middle East.
No, he just thinks he owns the place. That he think.
You talk about like when my mum talks about me not cleaning clothes. He thinks he owns the bloody place, bombing.
Wherever he wants.
It is fucked.
The bloke needed to die. I mean, the bloke he killed
He was
needed
bad,
to
but,
die.
like,
He's
it
like an
doesn't-
arsehole, but...
Arsehole.
One of my friends actually showed me. I wish he hadn't, but he showed me like some
What,
dodgy
we can
footage
all-
of the actual.
Joe, could you
the-
put that up over the?
Do you know how to do like videos?
Show it here.
He showed me the actual picture of the wreckage and like of the car and just bits of body just everywhere.
America.
Tell you what, I had a thought. We were doing a question the other day. Is if you had to have any part of an animal, like part of you, just any animal. Imagine this. Dave said a frog's throat. Any animal,
Why?
and a frog's throat. Can't say why.
Just sitting at the table.
Similarly, I'd actually quite like to have, elephant seals, how they have that big weird trunk thing. I'd love to have one of those.
What have elephants got the seals got?
Yeah.
So what would you have from an elephant seal, sorry?
Like the
Dave,
little,
if
it's
you had a
not like
walrus
quite a
tusk,
trunk,
you'd
it's
kill
like a
yourself.
long nose they have and it wobbles about.
Oh, it's Easter.
That's what you'd have.
Yeah, have you not seen that?
No, I have seen it, but any animal, you'd have the nose of a sea elephant.
Speaking of animals, Australia wildfires.
No longer a thing, is it? Not relevant.
Right.
I think,
Old news
still
though.
quite
on
relevant.
Right.
Nah, but now they've got flooding and hailstones, don't they?
Come on,
They
can
ain't got no luck over there, have they? I'll tell you.
It's all just bad luck.
Oh.
Can I just say, so I feel like we are slowly documenting the end of the world with every episode. We
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about some
big so.
horrific global warming event. I'm going to make a compilation of Dave and Pat going, I just don't get every episode. I've brought it up. You guys go, no, I'm not too sure about that, to be honest.
I don't think it's necessary to do global warming, the fires there.
What else is it?
Naughty kids.
It's just because
Setting fires.
Being punished is their time.
it's just not
Really,
global
really
warming.
hot.
It's always hot there anyway.
The prodigy.
It just happens to be a hot year.
Are you being...
But
it
that's
just
like the
happens
hot-
to be a hot year.
That makes perfect sense.
No,
Often
what do
have
you mean that
years-
makes... How can it be
Can I
consistent?
just say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit Pat into a corner of the wildfires and just go, it's just a hot year. It makes perfect sense.
Within the bushfires.
Well, no, some years you get hotter than others. It just has to be a hot year, and the
Just
fire
a
service.
Yeah,
normal
but then
year.
each year it's going to keep getting hotter and hotter.
Yeah, gradually, yeah, but it's not necessarily direct.
It's only
effect of
warming
global
up at the moment. though.
How's it gone from fires since November till what, January now? And now
Well,
they're
no,
in
one of the
floods
major
and hail.
problems was the fire service weren't prepared for it, and that's why the Australian
And why
Prime
weren't
Minister
they
is under so
prepared
much
for
heat.
it? Why weren't they prepared for that?
Because they didn't get a big
unexpected-
enough budget.
Because they're not usually expecting big fires, but the big fire came. 'cause
They have
global
bushfires
warming.
every year in Australia.
Yeah, but not to that extent.
Well, yeah, but they have a weather forecast. They should.
Are you genuinely telling us that you don't think this is to do with global,
Global warming.
No,
Anything.
I believe it is a factor, but I think it's also just
They just,
unlucky.
but
It's just
also
an
the
unlucky
fire
year.
engines aren't big enough.
No, I'm saying no. I'm
Not
saying
enough
I
water.
agree. The temperature is rising, but it's just it's more to the fact it's just an unlucky year where it happens to be where a lot of hot weather comes a bit early
Half
in
of
the season.
Australia's been wiped out, Pat.
That's
an
not
unlucky
true. It's
year.
not half.
Do you hear
of
about that
Australia.
scuba diver? You know, as they were chucking the water on the fires, they used to go into the water and pick up a load of water through this Hoover thing. And this bloke
Hose.
snorkeling underwater,
Yeah,
like a massive this bloke swimming underwater. He gets sucked up by this Hoover thing and thrown on a load of fire.
I'm just picturing a man.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
How unlucky
You're
is that?
You're a man.
So
How
it
big
is
is
a Hoover,
this?
not a hose. Not.
He's got a big Henry out
ever seen
there.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
One of those things.
The thing
Oh, I'm
And then
so
he sucks
lost.
the dive.
Yeah,
got
that's
sucked
diver.
out of the water
So-
and thrown on top of a wildfire.
That is an unlucky day, that, isn't it?
An unlucky day.
Unlucky day.
What, being
I feel that's
sucked
a little
into
bit of an
hose and do a wild bush
That was work.
It was just an unlucky day.
You won't believe what's happened.
I went to the shop. So I went to WH Smith, sponsored, and they have a calendar called Our Dying Planet, and I flicked through it, and it's just images of starving polar bears. What kind of psychopath do they think? Like, you wake up every morning, you see that, go, oh, I'm home. Tuesday, TikTok. Can't wait to see what February's like.
Hey, we were having this debate actually. So you know polar bears and stuff. Imagine a grizzly bear. Would you? Who do you reckon would win in a fight? Just imagine this.
Where's the location?
No. So location. Imagine here.
A
It's basement.
gladiatorial
Yeah.
ring.
Gladiatorial ring. Big word.
Well, what's the temperature there? Well, where is it? What country is it in?
Right. You can either fight a bear.
Australia. It was an unlucky year, though.
Well, Australia, then we know the grizzly bear wings.
Right,
They're
you
more
can-
Oh
decent.
my god.
Okay. No. Just let me finish. You can either fight a grizzly bear or a lion.
Sorry,
What-
that's changed.
Yeah. No. That was the question. Just let me
Okay,
finish.
I reckon maybe just room temperature.
So, it'll be indoor then.
Grizzly
won't
bear
it?
or lion? Yeah.
Right,
Room
in a-
temperature.
So am I fighting this person?
Yeah.
And with what shall I be armed?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just fists.
Didn't get that role in the period piece, did you?
So I've got to choose between a polar
Grizzly bear.
What's
No,
a grizzly bear?
I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
It's really this is
grizzly bear because
Really?
I can go faster than it. I can go faster.
I said this. A lion. Although we did find out a grizzly bear is much stronger than.
No,
a
but
lion.
they're not agile either, so you
This
can
was
dodge
my
them.
point.
But that bit in the Revenant's quite good because it sort of shows what a bear attack will be like.
Yeah.
Which what I can learn from Leonardo DiCaprio's mistakes. Don't go near the bear's kids. 'Cause
Kids,
they don't like it when
the
you do
cubs.
that. Simple. On a similar topic, do you remember that? It was in the news about a couple months ago where this geography person went to this island where this tribe had just lived there and populated the island all this time, and no humans from the outside world had gone there.
Yeah.
And he went there to try and meet him. Literally got off the boat, got shot straight
Yeah,
away.
Jesus.
I've seen that.
I'm so horrible. No, I need to not. I need to reword that different.
What?
I couldn't fully understand the news report though because I was laughing so hard.
The funniest death that I can ever do.
Luckily, though, a man shot out the ocean and took it for him.
So we've gone to funniest death.
This is a funny death because the person deserved it. He was trying to send out a letter bomb, right? So he made his letter bomb, sent it off, but he put the address in wrong, and he got sent back to his house, and he opened it, it blew up.
His handwriting looks familiar.
Yeah.
Why would he open it?
It's a nice little surprise gift.
Oh, I'm glad someone's thought about me.
A gift from me to me.
Christmas is a lonely time. That's the new John Lewis advert. Didn't quite make the
A
cut.
letter to yourself, starting the new year with a bang.
So the Bjork stalker.
Yeah.
Anyone heard of him?
No.
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 Okay, talking of things exploding in the post. He was like a crazy fan of the singer Bjork.
I thought Bjork was a band.
And
Bro.
no, she's just like a singer.
It's a she.
It's a she.
Wow.
Well, let's not say it. She's a she.
And does the she have a name?
But he was like, he made these like video diaries. So this whole time he was documenting to himself. But this was like in the 80s, 90s. So
Right.
it wasn't going anywhere. It was just for him. And he was recording himself. He's go, I'm going to send off the. It was like what type of bomb was it?
I can't remember.
It was like an acid bomb he made.
What? A
And
bomb
we
of
see him
acid?
we see him making an acid bomb, and I fucking love people. I fucking love
Make
maniacs.
acid
Nut jobs.
I feel like an acid bomb's a really horrible choice because a normal bomb would just kill you, but an acid bomb is like they
That'll
want you
do
to
some
survive
damage.
and then have horrible, horrendous
That's
endings.
the
Disrespect.
excitement of them.
Just rubbing their hands out.
Will they
As they're
die?
sending it off, saying what was Pat saying, just see the thing about this. No, so he sent an acid bomb to her, and he's like, and I'm gonna shoot
Wait, he
myself.
said an acid bomb to Bjork?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was like, I'm gonna shoot myself on camera after it sends out to her. So he sends the bomb, and
I have heard
the thing
this.
about this guy, like, it's kind of sad, but he's so fucking pathetic. It's so depressing. His life is so depressing. He literally, like, he records himself and he talks about how he has such a small, like, dick, and he, like,
Right,
pans it
right.
down, he's like, look at it.
Oh.
And then,
An impression of Bjork. Right, you were saying?
yeah, and So this guy's so sad. I think it's so he had a target board behind his head, and he's psyching himself up to shoot himself in the head, and you can see it's almost comical with how he's like, and now I guess I'm just gonna shoot myself, and he's going, okay, and then he goes to shoot himself, but it's almost like his life is such a failure that even though he imagined how he would die, no blood comes out. He just goes. And the target board is empty behind him. And it's the most pathetic execution. I fucking love. And like the thing is, the bomb didn't reach Bjork because the police intercepted it. And then they found these tapes. It's crazy.
Did it kill anyone else, or just?
It didn't kill anyone.
He was just obsessed with Bjork.
It's absolutely not.
It's crazy. It could be like a fucking Sundance nominated film. It's mental. It's what I based Don off for Pity Laughs, the Bjork stalker.
Well, I can see that too there.
Yeah, I just love like lunatics. Jeffrey Dahmer.
He ate his stepdad's brain, or Hank.
He fucking drilled a hole. This is how crazy. He drilled a hole into someone's head and poured acid into it because he wanted to make a sex zombie. Who are your favorite
serial
maniacs?
killers.
Serial
Your
killers, like just crazy.
Favorite
people.
nut.
Was in like fictional or real?
No, like real, like serial killers.
Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Is that the only you know though?
He
Why
didn't
is
get
that?
caught.
That's too fair.
It's a bit. So he didn't get caught. Good on him.
Well, in all fairness,
If I was going to be a serial killer, I wouldn't want to get caught. So if I was going
but
to
a
be
lot
any
of serial
serial
killers do want to get caught.
Yeah.
Do they?
What would you? Yeah,
They leave like calling cards.
Calling cards
Most of them get caught because they get cocky. Or there's that guy I can't remember in America that went on a spree of killing lots of women.
Sorry.
And it was like.
Zodiac.
It was like several years, like 2 decades passed, and then he just turned himself in because they didn't catch him, and he
He
wanted the
got bored.
glory
Well,
of it.
it's the joy of
crazy.
being caught, isn't it? The chase.
Yeah.
I suppose.
But Jimmy Savile, that's the whole thing. He left
Clues.
clues.
He left
Really?
little breadcrumbs.
Yeah. If you watch interviews with him and stuff like Louis
Yeah.
Theroux and stuff,
He did him
he's
intentionally,
cocky.
just
Did
like
he?
he was
He
showing off.
knows that what he's done.
And
but
that's the
he's-
worst thing, really,
Yeah.
the
It's
cockiness.
grim,
Like
yeah.
he did stuff on camera.
If he was a bit
knowing
more
it'd be
humble
weird,
about being a
just
paedophile.
to get away with
I
it.
could see him in a different light.
Yeah.
If you were to have a calling card or something, what would you have?
Well, there was that.
If I was a serial killer, what would I leave?
Yeah,
on the
what would
crime
you go
scene?
on and just?
Leave a pack of chili sensations at every
Half
turn.
opened.
This guy
Right.
loves a bargain.
Why chili sensations?
It's my
Stale.
favourite crisps.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I like, well, before you hear me coming, you'll
In
hear
the
like,
interrogation room.
Chili
Genius serial
the,
killer.
the line will be like, you'll smell him before he comes, because the smell of chili sensations is so strong.
I'm not sure the chili sensation. You'll smell him before he comes.
It'll be a bit like, in like
That's the
any,
worst
like,
line.
classic horror
Literally the
film
least
where,
scary
like,
serial killer.
You can hear the serial killer coming, you smell, and you hear this crunching sound, crunching, coming closer,
Yeah.
and then like, boom, boom, boom.
You ever thought about writing horror?
Yeah.
That's what I
Oh,
would
man.
say. What would you do?
I don't know. I was thinking a milk bottle cap.
That is actually kind of terrifyingly
Fine,
specific.
exactly.
Yeah, you've thought about
why,
this.
why a milk bottle cap?
Because when you arrive to a crime scene, they're like, oh, there's a dead body here, obviously.
What's the
Say debris.
situation? Well, there's a dead body,
Yeah.
obviously.
But you know what's really weird? What?
Yeah.
There's a bottle cap in his hand. What bottle cap? A milk one.
what, colour?
Dum,
what colour?
dum, dum.
What colour milk?
Don't know. Depends what I'm feeling on the day.
So it changes.
And it will
by
be
each
vegan
murder.
milk to send them mixed messages
Oh, no, fuck
about your
that.
morals.
He cares about the planet, but not the people.
Yeah. That or semen.
Fuck me. This is really degenerated.
I can't believe they still kill whales.
Bastards!
Japanese.
You're a big fan of whales.
No, I remember
What?
this.
No.
He can't. No, because Dave's perception of it. He told me this the other day. His perception of the whaling industry. You know, Family Guy made that episode where they
I like
insulted
how
the
all
whale.
his information on the
South
world is
Park.
via Family Guy.
You know, they made that episode where the whaling thing. To Dave, it was over. That was the end of the
I
whole
thought it was
whaling.
just a joke.
He didn't realize that
Like-
whaling still went on.
Yeah.
And
You're
It's only
deeply
about-
invested in the whaling
It's about 3
situation.
countries in the world. So you've got Iceland do a bit of whaling, Japan.
Iceland?
And then I think it's.
Do you know why a sperm whale's called a sperm whale? Because when they cut its head open, a load of white pus fell out and they thought it was sperm.
That's good though. You think that's funny?
I
I don't believe that.
No, honestly, they cut his head open, a load of white stuff, like lard, I think it was, and they thought it was
Sorry,
sperm.
Should we cut Dave's head
Lard.
open and see what's in there?
What do you mean lard?
Lard's fat, isn't it? Like,
It's like butter.
Bunch
isn't
of
it?
can't believe it's not butter. Came out. Best. Right. Here's a question.
Favourite meal?
Of 2019. Favorite film, memory, anything of 2019.
What's your favourite film memory? Anything?
Well, just of 2019 of anything. The question's wide open.
favourite memory.
I'll
Nice
tell you what
memory.
my favourite memory is from 2019 is of when we were shooting Pity Laughs. And for some reason we stuck on Mr. Bean because Dave has the entire collection of the Mr. Bean series.
Yes.
Big fan.
He's a big Beanhead.
I think we come back after a night out and just watch every single Mr. Bean.
It was, in fact, he reminded me a lot of Ted Bundy, the early ones. He's terrifying, Mr.
Yeah,
Bean.
no.
He knows what he's doing. You can
does.
see it in his
He's
eyes.
evil.
He just
What,
fucks with
Mr.
people.
Bean?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
knows,
no,
he
he knows
knows
exactly
what he's doing. He terrorizes that woman in the
Have you
blue
had a
car.
mental yourself, Mr. Bean? He knows what he's doing.
Do you remember he tried to make a blind woman like step into the road just so he could skip the queue in the bus?
Yeah, but it's funny.
There's
He's having a laugh.
Bean.
No, my favourite thing
Ted
is like,
Bundy was misunderstood.
you know how like when you watch things with your grandparents and they'll like narrate it. Dave, when we was watching it, he would watch Mr. Bean and he'd go, "Oh, he doesn't like that." It's just the amount that Dave fucking loves Mr. Bean.
I do love Bean. Good old
Would
Bean.
you ever play Mr. Bean if you could?
Oh, no.
Imagine like the remake with
No,
Dave.
no.
No.
Couldn't make it as good.
If it was just like Doctor
You
Who
wouldn't
and
even
he
try and do
regenerated
that.
Oh,
Atkinson
Regenerate.
into Reese.
Atkinson, nah.
It's just a younger Mr. Bean.
Won't want to put a bad name on it.
Weird weather for December, innit?